Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger. Welcome to today's video. We are covering the top 5 hottest scenes in Summertime Saga. So while we wait for the complete tech update and the game to be finally finished, I decided it would be cool to go ahead and talk about the top 5 hottest scenes in the game. As far as I'm concerned, you may have different ideas, you may have different scenes or interactions that you would put in your top 5. And if you have those, go ahead and leave me comments in the comments section down below on who your favorite character was or what your top scene would be. And maybe we'll cover it in another video. However, these are my top 5, and I'm going to start out. I tried to do it from least hottest to what I find would be the most hottest, and I'm going to have explanations for each one. My first and lowest, so number 5 on this list, is going to have to be Josephine. She works at the car dealership, works for her dad, and she's basically like the receptionist and desk girl, if you will. I think the scene with her makes this list because she's kind of a bitch all the time. And then finally, when you have that interaction, for some reason, somebody that's being bitchy to you, and then finally just, kind of lets you get your frustrations out. For some reason, that it does something, it does something. Obviously, this is YouTube. We need to keep it as PG as possible, PG-13 at the very least. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna say Josephine, and like I said, that's the lowest on the totem pole. We're gonna go up from here. The next one, number 4 on the list, has to be when Tony allows you to bed his wife, Maria. Maria is, in my opinion, as far as older ladies go, probably the best looking and most appealing. I think the intimate scene with Maria is just really good, really well put together. She's wearing great lingerie for this scene. Something about just having your way with an older Italian woman who wants it and wants everything you have to offer. Just makes for a great and spicy scene. So that's number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list isn't really one scene in particular, but it's the whole situation surrounding Miss Bazette, the French teacher. This one made the list because this one kind of fulfills a fantasy that most guys had in school. Whether you're college or whatever, most guys probably had some sort of fantasy about one of their teachers. And so this one scratches that itch for a lot of people. It helps that she's French and that she's a good looking woman for her age. And just the flirting and everything really does something for most of us, I think. Number 2 on my list has to be when Eve and the main character finally do the deed. I think there's been a lot of tension up until this point, and with Eve being one of the biggest characters and one of the fan favorites, I think this one's obvious. So when they finally get to do things and she finally opens herself up to the main character, it really brings out more than just the spiciness of the game, but there's a lot of other feelings mixed into this scene and into the interaction between the main character and Eve. So this one's got to go on my list really high. And also, I think it was a really intimate moment for both characters. Now, for my number 1 choice, and you may or may not agree with me, but I will explain myself here, has to be with the main character and Roxy when they find themselves in a locker together. So basically, this scene is when Roxy and the main character have to hide in a locker because, basically the main character has to make sure Roxy passes her exams. And so they've stolen some documents. And Annie, the school monitor, and the principal are looking for them. So they hide in a locker. And then while they're hiding, they're in close proximity. A little tension ensues. Maybe the main character's nether regions are getting a little too close to Roxy's nether regions. Things get a little hot. And then Roxy just kind of does what she needs to do to calm herself down. I think this one is probably my favorite because at the time there's no real relationship between the two, but I think it really releases what's to come, and it kind of shows you that while Roxy tries to be this naughty bitch all the time, especially to the main character, there is some chemistry there, and it really shows in this scene. And it also shows that maybe she's a little frustrated, and the main character has what she needs to not be frustrated anymore. So those are my top 5. You can either agree or disagree with me. Let me know, like I said in the beginning, what your top 5 or what your favorite spicy scene is in Summertime Saga. And like I said, maybe we'll cover it in another video. Maybe we'll do a tier list. I don't know. You guys can leave me all the comments you want. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Remember to go ahead and smack the like button on this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, you can do that as well. It doesn't hurt. It's free. I appreciate you for coming by. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.